All the disrespect before you play back, button check. Button check.
What is up, Butt Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day of checking these buttons. It is Friday, the weekend is here. We done made it. Thank you guys for tuning in. One more time, as always, chapters down below if you want to skip around. Sub button right there. Appreciate you guys for taking the time to help the channel grow. We got some special hot sales going on. Then we're gonna check some buttons, y'all. So let's get that and check some buttons. Let's go. And all right, Butt Check fam, give me a few minutes of your time because guess what? We got a huge deal right now from the official favorite clothing of Button Check. Into the AM is back once again. It's been a month or two since we've had them back, and guess what? You already know I rock with the clothing off and on camera. I've been doing it for, it's been a year now. It's been a whole year, and they're back once again. I love the comfort. I love the expression of the clothing, and right now it makes it perfect for Memorial Day going on. The deal is going on from May 16th to June 1st. That's right, from the 16th to June 1st. So take advantage of the savings. They got 25 to 70% off. Not only that, but you can stack an extra 10% off with the promo code Button Check. So the savings are going on right now. And you already know it is summertime and I'm in Texas, so it is hot. It is super duper hot, and we are actually taking a family vacation this year in the summertime to one of the beaches. We're probably gonna start off with Padre just because it's closest, you know, and we're local, so that makes sense. And then we'll choose another one, but there's two members, my youngest daughter and my middle son have never been to a beach. I know it's sad, never been to a beach, so we're gonna take that family trip together in this Texas heat, and what better way to get it started than to wear that Into the AM gear, because they got the shorts, they got the tank tops, they got the tees, and like I was saying, it is all on sale right now. And I remember your comments. I remember your comments from the first few months of starting with Into the AM. A lot of you were like super impressed with the design, with the comfort. You were like, yo, we're fan not only of the quality, but the savings that they constantly have on the website. And if you happen to live outside of the US, Into the AM actually ships worldwide. So no need to worry, that link is down below. Make sure you click it and get that 10% off so you can stack it on top of the 25 to 70% off. And there it is, Butt Check fam. Definitely check out the savings going on right now. Big up to the Into the AM for sponsoring this video. Oh, look at this tee right here. This is one of my favorite ones. I wear this one a lot. And also, big up to you guys for making it possible, because without you guys watching, without your support, none of this happens. It really doesn't, and it means the world to me and my family. So definitely check it out. Links down below. Now let's get back to checking some buttons. Let's go. And now into the Fatal Fury City of the Wolves apparently taking L's in Japan. Buttons that need to be checked. So the FGC is talking about this one. Numbers are slowly coming out for sales. Apparently, everybody's talking about what they're doing over in Japan first. We'll kind of unpack it because a lot of people are talking about it to the point where they're worried about it. Because you know there was crazy ass marketing for their game. But apparently, for now, the damn numbers ain't matching up. Let's unpack. Starting right here with Bounding Comics, they posted this the other day saying SNK's Fatal Fury City of the Wolves loses opening match, sells less than 9,000 physical copies in Japan across the first 2 weeks. Now they did do an article, I'll put the link down below. We'll just check out a piece of it. Right here they say things sadly didn't get any better as in the second week, April 28th through May 4th, Terry Bogart's latest outing moved just 1,200, sorry, it just shifted right here, 1,235 copies for the PS4. In summary, over its first 11 days of availability, the Japanese release of Fatal Fury has sold a measly 8,901 physical copies, with 5,067 being picked up by PS5 players and 3,834 by those still rocking the PS4. Now from there, we got FGC reacting right underneath that, saying it's not a 2D fighter, it just doesn't look fun or like SNK. Others saying this is very unfortunate. Some tagging me, this is my first time seeing this, yo, thank you for the support. They say FGC needs the support. I'm blaming Ronaldo for this. Turns out football fans don't buy games. We'll talk about that in a second. To put it in perspective, somebody else says Dead or Alive 6 sold 26,000 physical copies during its first launch or first week in Japan. And others say this kind of market died when I bought Tekken 5 with all the characters unlocked, no internet connection, and nothing to play for. Then going even deeper, I see Mike Hollow posting on this saying, these numbers are actually shocking. I'd be curious to know the worldwide sales, but Japan rejecting the game in this fashion does not bode well for the game's future at all. It's weird because the game is great. It's packaged well, it's got great graphics, and it functions fine online. I wonder what the disconnect is. Maybe having a DJ and Ronaldo in early did put people off. Even with Ronaldo being the most popular football player in the world, it's seemingly done nothing to boost sales, at least in Japan. I wonder what happens with SNK fighting games going forward. And once again, somebody else, Mike, brings up that point that adding Ronaldo, the most famous football player in the world, or soccer player, did nothing. And we said that in the beginning. I said that when they first announced him. I was like, okay, it does seem fun. And obviously he has fans. Now, the people that follow that and that are already in the FGC, already gamers, yes, they might play the game and they might be excited. But I don't see regular Joes out there that just like soccer, that never touch the fighting game, barely play games as it is, see this and say, oh shit, I'm gonna play. I said that, you know what I'm saying? It just never clicked in my head that this was really gonna sell too much better. Obviously he's popular and people love him, but I didn't think the demographic was really gonna grow that much when it came to sales. Now, granted, we gotta take that with a grain of salt because we still have some time to go, but let's go a little deeper right here. Others right here, Dell is saying the Japanese fighting game disconnect is spreading, it seems, probably related to the loss of arcade circuit that would build a player base first. And they're quote retweeting Harada right here, I guess posted this a while ago, saying the popularity of major fighting game titles in Asia is about the same and not as much difference. However, in terms of share of Tekken alone, Japan is 3%. And even if Asia is included, it does not reach 10%. 50% is Europe, and 35 to 7 is North America, and the rest is another region. So I wonder if that has a lot to do with it, because it seems like, let me know, Japan may be a small market. But then again, somebody else said, well, for this other game, what was it, Dead or Alive? It sold like over 26,000 copies, so I'm not sure. And yet, going even deeper, somebody by the name of Prime posted this saying they also just let go of their CEO and I just don't get it. The game was a standard $60 with the first season of DLC on top of being a pretty solid game. I would love to see the digital sales. And then down below, they're quote retweeting Fighting Games Daily. They posted this a couple days ago. I did see this initially, I just haven't got around to talking about it, where they say SNK Corporation CEO will transition to an advisory role. Mr. Matsubara, if I'm saying that correctly, has been the CEO since 2021 for 3 years and 10 months. The board will appoint the chairman of the board to assume the interim role of the CEO. Then wrapping it up right here with Event Hubs, because they also did an article on it, and I'll definitely put their information down below. But this is just a snippet right here saying these numbers showed that if you combine the first 2 weeks of Fatal Fury City of the Wolves sold 6,302 copies on the PlayStation 5, while the PS4 version hit 2,599 copies in the first week and failed to chart on the top 30 for the second week, which totals the 2-week sales of somewhere around 9,000 copies. There isn't always clear data on the digital sales ratio in Japan, though certain number crunches on the forum install base have different threads which analyze the digital/physical split in Japan. For most publishers, digital sales seem to make up somewhere between 40 to 60% of the total sales. Then down here they say even doubling the sale number in Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, that number isn't notably high. While the market has seen an increase in PC games in the recent years, it's doubtful that those numbers change the status of SNK's latest fighter too much. On the bright side though, this isn't too far from the numbers in SNK's previous titles that they have done and were supported for several years that did well for the company. But with that being said, if you go down here, they say, however, it is also worth noting that Fatal Fury City of the Wolves has a much stronger marketing push than SNK's previous titles, and many fans probably had higher expectations for this one or for this time around. All right, y'all, and how y'all feeling about that? We still have to wait for other numbers to come in, you know, other regions and consoles. People right now, I guess, are just saying, doesn't look good. Kind of seems like it's just, you know, leveling up or matching up to their previous titles. But the biggest statement that we just read saying, notably though, this one had the biggest fucking marketing that we've ever seen from any SNK. Hell, maybe any fucking game in the FGC. They did so much and they're still doing so much to push the shit. Millions upon millions of dollars in tournaments. We know it's popular in the FGC. We know a lot of people speak highly of it. So I think that's why it's surprising people even more, saying like, what the hell's really happening? How y'all feeling? Let me know. All right, and now into the Speak of the Devil, biggest cheating in the game. We're talking about Fatal Fury. One more time, buttons that need to be checked. So apparently there is this crazy ass cheat that's going on around, where that's been going around the last few days. A lot of people are like, yo, tag SNK, tag somebody. This is fucking criminal. We're gonna pick it up right here. So I first noticed it from, believe it or not, Mike Ross. He actually quote retweeted this up top saying, "This is without question the best/craziest glitch I've ever seen." And he's tagging this comment right here that said, "Yo, what is this? This person has been exploiting this. I am forced to Alt plus F4. The game has or won't let me go forward. I also end up losing points this way." He posts this little clip. Let's check it out. Okay, check this out. Not only did they lose, but they're losing points. Is that, look, it's just dwindling away. The other person right here, they're a newcomer. They've rank match wins 252. Their rank match win rate is 75%. How are they still a newcomer? Like, I'm missing something, y'all. Let me know. But look at this. The fucking points are going away. And they're a Hotaru player. But check this out. What is this shit? It is happening to more than just this person. FGC, you already know they're reacting, man. Let's continue. All right, FGC reacting. Of course they are saying, "Send that to SNK right away. I ran into somebody who did this too. I had to force quit the game and I lost points too." Others saying, "This explains why after 36 hours of grinding hard for any other, or grinding hard than any other fighting game I've ever played, I'm still at newcomer with 0 points. This is why there are so many people in newcomer that instantly whiff punish every poke on reaction and convert it into the most optimal combo possible." And even more responding right here saying that also happens between PlayStation users and it has to be fixed ASAP. Others saying, "Of course, this is a Hotaru player. Yup, this happened to me. That's why I just play casual. This is so scary." And yet another one posting a clip right here saying, "This also happened to me today. And yes, this also counted as a DC to me." Check out the clip. Okay, you can see right here, points going down. It says loss, points going away as well. So I guess unless you disconnect, unless you all the way, get the hell out, it's just gonna keep going and people are losing points. And they're somehow newcomers and they're somehow getting bodied and it's not gonna stop. I don't understand. All right, so there you have it. How y'all feeling? Yo, enlighten me, y'all. Is that a damn cheat or is that a glitch? I do not understand how they're able to do that. Just take points like that. You take the L, and unless you disconnect all the way, you just lose. I mean, you lose all the way around. So hopefully SNK, hopefully they fix that shit fairly quickly. I don't know. I don't know what the hell is going on. Like we talked about in yesterday's video, like we said, more people are literally getting sponsored than ever. We're seeing OGs that either thought they were retired or never thought they would get another shot back. They are literally back sponsoring or getting sponsored, and it's obviously either for Street Fighter 6 or City of the Wolves because people's trying to get that damn money. They trying to get a piece of the pie. I think I read too where they were saying all these sponsors had until this week. It was like a particular date this week. It was either yesterday or the day before that they had to officially sign somebody, because if it was after a certain date, they couldn't enter for certain leagues or tournaments because the points wouldn't go for them. It was too late anyway, something like that. All I'm saying is there's a lot of people getting scooped up. There's a lot of money getting put in the pot, so it feels like we're in a good spot. But then you got other comments like this saying, okay, but on the ground level, us like on the battlefield here on the front lines, we seen a lot of shit. From certain games, not just Fatal Fury, but, a lot of other stuff where the numbers are low, locals are closing, or there's shit that needs to be, needs to be fixed. So once again, I know I sound like a damn broken record, but I'm gonna say best of times, worst of times. When does this get fixed? I don't know. How y'all feeling? Let me know. And there it is, Butt Check family. Thank you guys for the amazing love. We will see you soon. More than likely, it'll be tomorrow. I'm gonna do my best to post 2 videos today. We got this one earlier on, and I'm gonna do my best to post one later tonight because we got a whole lot to cover. And thank you, big up to Into the AM, y'all. These guys have held us down. When they first came in, it was like any other sponsor, right? But they stayed, they kept on, they believed, they gave us special discounts, and y'all replied so much in the comments, so much with the feedback and just purchasing their clothing, and you seem to really rock with them and appreciate it just like I did. So thank you guys, man, for keeping this going. Thank you guys for rocking with me, whether it's Patreon, with sponsors, or just being here watching the channel. always, man, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And big up to my editor, Sebastian, y'all. He's been rocking with me for a while. He's actually working on this video for me. So if you're watching it, it's all due to the homie Sebastian that's doing the godlike editing, if I could talk. Thank you, Sebastian, for making this possible. And thank you guys for rocking. I will see you soon as always. I don't know what it is, but I know it's about to get better. Love y'all, fella. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
There was a silence that reflected the shame there, because he knows that he needed a coach and he didn't go to it. Maybe I was wrong.
Let's go!
There it is. There it is.
Nice. 1 to 10. That was important that you won that, I think.
That was important.
I'm actually
Legwork for me.
Yeah, clearly. Really, really good. Oh shit. Oh, that was awesome.
And
He
I'm
played
never
good for
going to
20 seconds.
Let's go!
He's not. He's gonna lose. Don't throw for content right now. Don't throw for content. Please win.
Stop.
He threw for content. Don't tell me that was a genuine Washige moment.